everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would film a video and I am going to use, bear with me please, my Louise Stack 'em Up palette. This is the Stack 'em Up Health versus Wealth palette. I got this in a bundle with the orange palette, which I can't remember the name at the moment, and the big money shot, I think it's called. So this is what it looks like, and I haven't used it yet, so I thought we would use it. It is freezing in this room, and the rest of the stuff that I'm using, the building's on fire. The building isn't on fire, but I've just been watching Still Game. Is in my shop, my stash. Again, there's a lot going on health-wise that we can't get definitive answers for. So I've really not been feeling it, and it's getting on my nerves. The doctors are getting on my nerves too, so it's a bit like meh. And I don't want to keep saying it, but because I'm having to start anew on this channel, I'm not sure what to film as such, because I'm just like, do I repeat some videos that I've got over there and blah blah blah. But anyway, so as I say, this is the palette here, and these are the tones. There's only these two and this goldy one that is a shimmer. So currently in my shop, my stash, I have my NARS Afterglow palette. So it's got these kind of tones in it as well. I might dip into that too, and I might not. I've got a brand new bronzer to try. This is the Barry M powder bronzer in Tropical Heat Wave. Oops, I'm all fingers and thumbs as well. So this is what it looks like. So we've got that new to try as well, and just another few bits and bobs. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some primer on. I'm using my e.l.f. one. This is the Power Grip Primer. So it's like a cheaper version of the Milk Cosmetics one. It's not as expensive. And we're going to pop some of that on. It is literally just turned 6 o'clock and it is starting to get dark. So we'll put some of that on. Let's get my little towel. And then I'm going to pop on some of these Lumen Invisible Illuminating Drops in Rosy Dawn. I was given this by a friend. So I'm just going to pop some of that on underneath. I'm going to put it down again. See, because I've got the big light on. What's just happened there? Ah, I don't know what happened there. Where is my brush? Get my foundation brush here. I'm just going to rub that into my skin. Just gives it a little bit of a glow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyes first. My hands are a wee bit sticky from that now, so I'll just use some hand sanitizer. My hands are clean, but I'll just use a wee bit of that. This will no doubt be a long video, you know what I'm like. So, to start off with though, I'm going to use this NARS palette just for even like this kind of shade, just to put all over my lids. Getting notifications, because a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, they tend to post at this kind of time of night, don't they? Let's just oop it up a bit. And I've got a flipping spot here, like what random place to have one. So how have you all been doing? Let me know in the comments. I haven't been feeling myself the past few weeks. I am lucky if I get a day when I wake up and I actually can be like, I feel fine today. It is just so annoying. And even like my regular doctor, she's off this week. I'm assuming it's because it's the October holidays because she has kids. So it was another doctor that I saw, and he was very thorough and things, but they just give all these different diagnoses. Like, I started seeing my doctor, Dr. McDonald, and she's new to the practice when I started seeing her. So she was like, you know, it's a clean slate. She's never met me, I've never met her. So I wrote everything down that I've been feeling and what's been happening, because I have the worst memory ever. And as she says, I'm almost like a puzzle and it's trying to eliminate certain things. She thinks I might have fibromyalgia, but there isn't a test for that. So it's a process of elimination. Then she thought it was my thyroid, but when they did the initial test, my thyroid was in between. And then I've just had my like 6 months or 3 months test, and my thyroid's fine. But I had low iron the last time, and I took iron pills, and then I seemed to be okay. And my iron is on the cusp, but I'm not anemic, so feck knows. And then he was saying to me, oh, I'm not sure if I would say that you've got fibromyalgia. You might do, but you might have ME. And I'm like, fuck's sake, like, that's a big jump, you know what I mean? So, oh, I don't know, it's just driving me nuts. Okie dokie dokes. I think I want to go in with a brown shade from this NARS palette first as well. So I'm just using this little brush. This is from the Urban Decay, one of the Urban Decay palettes. I don't suppose it matters exactly what it is. So we're just going to take this and pop it on. But it's one of those ones where it's frustrating because you just want answers. That's what I was saying to him, you know what I mean? I want to be able for one of them to say to me, this is what you have, you know what I mean? Or, and this is why you're getting such and such or feeling the way you are. And this might be TMI, but I like to keep it real here. I keep getting like urinary tract infections and stuff as well. Like, I literally only had one about a month or so ago, and now I have like the same symptoms. And I'm not exactly sure if it even is that, because my urine sample was fine, but even there, like, all the symptoms that I'm getting suggests that, or it could be like IBS or some kind of, you know, like bowel thing. And I'm like, for God's sake, seriously? I mean, is it not bad enough that I suffer with severe anxiety disorder and have a hiatus hernia that you go and throw all these other things at me? So yes, it's very much, I try not to let it get me down, because you know how it can be. And it is debilitating when, as he says yourself, even if it's not extreme pain or anything like that, it does get to you, especially if you're not getting any day where you wake up and you actually feel, you know, fine. And today has just been one of those days. And not only that, because it wasn't my normal doctor, I get a little bit anxious because she already knows the stuff, so I don't need to explain it to her, whereas I had to go through it and explain it with him. Plus he was running 3/4 of an hour late, and I was just like, oh, this is not what I need. So that is basically what's going on there. Right, so let's go into this. As I say, this is the Health versus Wealth palette. Again, this is what it looks like. And I am going to go into the shade, go back into this wee brush. I'm going to go into the shade Wealth is Health, which is this one here. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Also, because I pre-record my videos, which I've always done when the whole time that I've done YouTube. Let me take this off the mirror. I'm now into filming for November, so I suppose again there's that kind of, oh, you know, I've done plenty of videos. I've got them all kind of scheduled, you know, to go up on a Monday and the Wednesday and what have you. So I don't actually feel that pressure of that I have to go and film a video. So yet again, I'm like, you know, I don't need to go and film a video. But even just putting makeup on for myself, like a lot of the times I quite like just sitting here and putting makeup on and not filming it, and then taking photos and putting it on to my Instagram. And I haven't even wanted to do that, you know. Like I sat here last night and I did a look, or tried to. I was like I've just been practicing trying to do double cut creases, and I just didn't have the energy, and I was just in so much pain that I was like, I cannot do it. It's like I watch Make Me Up Missa. I'm not sure what she's done to her back, but I believe she's got quite a bad back. And that's what she was saying, you know, her back's been hurting her so much to the extent that you can't, you know, when you're in so much pain, you can't focus. So that is a very, very light limey green, so it's not really doing much. So I'm going to go into Cute Currency, which is this one beside it. On another note, have you watched the BBC drama with David Tennant in it called Inside Man? Because if you haven't, oh my god, you need to. I binge watched it over Friday, Saturday night. It was so good. There's 4 episodes. It's on the iPlayer, and it was absolutely brilliant. Normally, again, see, because I don't have the best concentration when it comes to stuff like that, or Grey's Anatomy, or things that I need to concentrate on, I tend to end up not watching them unless I know I'm going to concentrate, and I'll just watch YouTube, or sometimes I just watch repeats of reality programs that I love, because I'm like, I don't want to have to concentrate on the story. But I started watching it on Friday, late Friday night, and I was just like, this is brilliant. Very fucked up. I mean, I don't swear much on this channel, but that's the only way I can kind of describe it, because it definitely was. But it is worth the watch. If you're looking for something to watch, something new, then definitely hit it up on the BBC iPlayer. Obviously Strictly's back, so I'm ecstatic about that because I love it. So that's my Saturdays sorted, and I love the game show, the hit list that's on before it. It's like a music quiz. I just love it so much. Right, I'm now going to go in with the shade Check Up, which is this dark matte green here. And I'm going to use this side of the brush and just press it into it. Yeah, so I've been loving that as well. And me and Bruce have been watching Third Rock from the Sun, like through the day. That's our kind of through the day viewing. And it is so it's so funny. We're nearly finished it though, and I'm going to be so gutted when it's done. John Lithgow, he is hilarious. So we've been watching that, and then watching Grimm at night. Now, Bruce has seen Grimm before. I hadn't, because it's not the kind of programme that I would normally watch. But I love it. See, when you get into the characters and stuff, I'm just like, yes. Love me a bit of that. So they are programmes that I have been loving to watch. I hate the fact that my eyes never match. That's why most of the time I do tend to use makeup tape when I'm doing looks, but you know what, we're just going with it. These palettes are great. Louise. It's not really a brand. I think I love her packaging. It's aesthetically pleasing, and she does do some great bargains, like the big palette to buy on its own was it £48 or something, and to get the bundle with these two was like 45. So she does do good deals and things. Don't worry about any mess, we will tidy it up. I'm just fannying about here. And her packaging is beyond adorable. Oh, excuse that dog out there barking. But it's not a brand that, like, I've got one of her bases. I hardly ever use it, ever. But some people, you know, they are really hardcore Louise fans, you know, like they've got all her stuff. But there's definitely brands there that I want to get my hands on. I know it's messy out here at the sides, but I will take concealer and sort them out. I'm dying to get my hands on some Made by Mitchell. And I know people say to me that it's so much cheaper and better to get it on the TikTok shop, but it annoys me that they don't take PayPal, because I do everything by PayPal. So it is annoying. If they could start doing that, that would be great. I mean, obviously I could just get himself to do it on his card for me. But yeah, so I really want to try his stuff. And if you don't know, and by the time you see this video, because this will be going up in November, Sephora has taken over Feel Unique. So on the 17th of October, it's going to be Sephora UK, and I am so excited because they're going to have makeup by Mario, and I just cannot bloody wait. Right, I'm going to stop there for a minute, and we need some concealer. Yes, I'm so excited about that. So I'll be making up lots of wish lists for that. I'm just taking this concealer. This is the Kiko one that I got, and it's a concealer corrector. And it is in the shade, I don't even know, number 2. It says Charming Escape Luminous Cushion Concealer. I'm just going to use my foundation brush actually. Yeah, so I'm so excited about that. So I can't wait. I've got a couple of things from Sephora that my lovely friend Laura has sent me. And Riri at the Brutally Honest Beauty has sent me a couple of things when we've done swaps or what have you. So I really am excited about it. Right. See, it's annoying. This one's like kind of going up here and that one goes that way. But anyway, right, let's get a shimmery. Okay, I'm going to go in with Fond of Funds, which is this one here, and I'm just going to use my finger. Oh, that's stunning. They don't have much fall down, actually, the P. Louise ones, which is really good. So I'm just taking this into the middle part, sort of my eye, almost like a spotlight eye, but, you know, I'm not going to leave it as a spotlight eye. Oh, I didn't mean to do that down there, but there you go. Right, yes. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely. And then I'm going to go into the only other shimmer, which is called Money Medicine, which is this kind of goldy shade. And again, I'm going to take it on my hand, my finger I mean, and I'm going to just, oh, look at that, just press it into the inner section. My partner's little boy says, because I'm obsessed with green eyeshadow, that I'm trying to turn myself into Shrek. I was like, oh, great, thanks. He's only 10. Don't worry. So, I'm going to go into this lightest shade here. And I'm going to take just a smaller brush of some description. This one is called Dollar Decision. And I just want to kind of run it just at this outer edge bit here. Just to try and see if I can tie it in a wee bit. I know they don't match in shape, people. But you know what? The way I feel right now, I'm past caring. So I'm going to go back in with what is left on the bottom of, not on the bottom, but on this brush and just run it under my eyeballs rather than add any more onto the brush. What I meant to say. Beautiful. I think that's stunning. What gorgeous colours. Right, so we're going to step away from the eyes at the moment. So, for foundation, I'm going to actually use my little sample. This is the Dior Forever Glow in the shade 2.5. That my lovely friend Kate, I don't know if she watches my channel, but she's on the Makeup Beauty group that we're both in on Facebook. I don't have a Dior counter near me anymore, so she kindly went and got me some samples to try. So she got me 2.5. So far I've only used the 2.5, and she also got me 2 neutral and 3 neutral, just so that I could kind of see which one I would be. So that was really lovely of her. So I just wanted to pop this on. Plus, let's be realistic, it's 6 o'clock at night. Once I've taken the necessary photos, I will be taking this back off. Well, I think I should have definitely just used tape, because it is, as I say, not as precise as I would be wanting it, but oops. But it's a gorgeous foundation. Okie dokie then, we'll go back in with some more of the concealer. And I'll take it around my nose as well, because where is that wee spot? Number 21 reasons why I don't do. It's such a nice concealer as well. If you've never tried these Body Shop brushes, they are so good. I got these when I was doing Body Shop at home. Someone else has uploaded a video. Look how gorgeous that concealer is. It's so lovely. Then I'm going to take Laura Mercier. This is the translucent. I've just got a mini one. And we'll get that on under our eyeballs to set that. It's a ball ache to get out of this wee tub though, I'm not going to lie. I don't know where my sponge is. Where's my brush gone for that? Oh. So I'm just going to take this brush here and we will set under those eyes. A lot of people swear by this, don't they, this powder? I got this, I think it was in, when I used to get, when I used to get subscription boxes, I got it in one of those. Okay then. Right, let's do a bit of contour. Charlotte Tilbury wand in light medium. Dot. And then I've got this brush from Primark, and it is like a dupe for the NARS one, but obviously the NARS one is like super duper expensive. And it does the trick. This is what I hate with this bloody phone of mine, because it's just going in and out of focus. Oh, and I'm so dizzy as well, people. A little bit of contourage. I still am never sure if contour actually makes any difference to my face, but there you are. I'm just like literally whacking it on. And then blending it in. This is a lovely product. And so it should be for 29 flipping pound. I use it very sparingly because it's so difficult to get a hold of. It is always sold out. And with it being £29, you know. So that's us contoured up. Now I'm going to use my brand new bronzer. If I can get it open. Hopefully, this is a lovely shade for me. This is the lightest shade they had, so I just take it onto here, but I also bounce it off in the back of my hand just to make sure I'm not picking up too much product. And then we are just going to go around our face with that. It seems a lovely shade actually. You definitely don't need much, and you just do a light hand with it. But that is very nice indeed. Okie then. And then for blusher, I'm going to use this one that my friend Laura sent me. This is by Honeybee Gardens in the shade Rendezvous. And I've got a little mini, is this an expert face brush or something? I can't remember. And we are just going to take this and we're going to swirl it just here at the back of the cheekbones. It's almost like a mauvey sort of tone, so it's perfect for this kind of weather that we're coming into. Put that back in there. And then for highlighter, I'm using my Becca Moonstone. This is one that I got in, here's my highlight brush. I got it in I found it in TK Maxx and I was like, need it. Obviously Becca is no longer, which is such a shame because it is such a great brand. But we will just endeavour to love it. Then we're going back to the eyes. I'm going to use Urban Decay Scorch Liner because I love a brown or a bronze with some green eye looks. I am quickly going to set my face with my powders from Hourglass. So we've got Dim Light and Radiant Light, and I'm just going to mix the two of them together. And we are just going to run that over the face. Then we are going to set the face before we put mascara on. Because if I put the mascara on beforehand, then it goes every place. Give it a wee wafty. We are still using L'Oreal Telescopic. Get a bit of that on. Okie dokes. And then for lips, I was sent this by NYX. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. That one's getting off there. Really gorgeous lip liner. Oops. And I was also sent their butter gloss, but I want to put this Chanel lipstick in Pensive on first because the butter gloss with the liner just looks a bit too transparent. And then the butter gloss in Madeline. I'm so glad that they sent me neutral colours. And that is us finished. So this is my finished look using this palette by Plouise. What do you think? I know they don't match, as in this one's going like that and that one's going like this, but anyway, I'm done. So please do hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and if you got right to the very end, because I know it's a long video, leave me a green heart emoji. Bye!